Hi guys, today we're going to be doing a kinetic assay. However, with different concentrations of substrate or enzyme. However, all of the reactions will run the same time. So it will be different concentrations of substrate or enzyme, but same time. Before you start your experiment, make sure you understand what blanks you're using, your negative controls and your positive controls. One more thing to understand before starting is the difference between a trial and a replicate. So let's just go through that now. We have 6 test tubes in front of us. These 2 are one concentration, these are another concentration, and this is a third concentration. Since these 2 are the same concentration, they are duplicates of each other. Just like these 2 test tubes and these 2 test tubes. Altogether, these 6 test tubes make one trial. One other important thing to remember is this is a kinetic assay. So you do not have time in the middle of your reaction to grab any solution or equipment. Make sure you're ready to go and have everything in front of you. So here's our substrate, which has already been dispensed into the 6 tubes, and this is your enzyme. Make sure that you keep the enzyme on ice at all times to maintain its full activity. Now that we're ready to go, I have my pipette, my tips, parafilm, everything. The one other thing is we're going to run all of these 6 test tubes for the same amount of time. So you want to stagger the start times. I would recommend about 30 seconds. So insert your pipette tip, dispense the amount of enzyme that you need, again return it back on ice. We're going to insert the enzyme, get some parafilm, shake it by inversion, and now that that's done, you're going to start the timer. Wait for 30 seconds before you do this to the next test tube. Again, take up the amount of enzyme that you need. "30 seconds later, dispense it into your test tube, put some parafilm on, invert it. You're going to do this for all 6 test tubes. So this would be time 0, 30 seconds, 1 minute, 1 minute 30 seconds, 2 minutes, and 2 minutes 30 seconds. Let the reaction run its course of time. Maybe it's 5 minutes in this case. At the end of 5 minutes, you want to add your sodium hydroxide to the test tube. This is going to stop the reaction. So you just dispense sodium hydroxide by pushing down on the pump. This will stop your reaction and you let it sit there. When the timer reads 5 minutes and 30 seconds, you're going to do the same thing to the second test tube. Just push down on the pump. That will dispense about 5 mL of sodium hydroxide to stop your reaction. And go through each test tube 30 seconds later in the same order that you started the reaction in. So it would be 5 minutes, 5 minutes 30 seconds, 6 minutes, 6 minutes 30 seconds, 7 minutes, and 7 minute 30 seconds. Remember that all of these test tubes have run the full 5 minutes. They've just been staggered by 30 seconds right at the start. Remember guys, safety first. Don't forget your goggles, lab coat, gloves, proper footwear. Common sense might be a good asset too. Before coming into lab, make sure you read your lab. And when in doubt, always, always, always consult your TA. See you next time.